With the 12.6 wipe just around the corner, we all know that the flea market availability with the found and raid items is going to be way down and prices are going to be way up. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about how I'm going to be making money early wipe when 12.6 hits. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, so we are in the back of Ollie. The biggest places that I personally check in Ollie is right over there where I check just the toolbox. Pretty much everything back here. I will say that the propane early wipe will probably be a little bit expensive, seeing as how people will want to get that red rebel as soon as possible for their reserve runs. And then I don't really go personally myself to the front of Ollie if I was going to do this. All I would do is I would search these back areas, and these back areas are going to make you a lot of money. So what I would be looking for is motors, not really gas early on. The reason being is not a lot of people are going to have their generators up and running, trying to craft stuff that they really, want to build. But nails right here, right into the gamma, right into the secure container, right off the bat. Those are at least last wipe, were very hard to find. And technically speaking, if you're doing a loot run, you might as well grab everything. But you can do this run and not kill a single soul and probably have 500 XP. And what I do is I just make sure that, pack of screws yeah, I think that's a pack of screws. Those are really hard to find as well, early wipe, last wipe. So you just pretty much want to go through Ollie as you usually would, and make sure you're checking any toolboxes and check all these back areas, because right on these, you can also get car battery spawns. You need those for an early quest, and those are very important. I'm pretty sure you also need that for one part of your hideout as well, so that's definitely going to be a valuable item. So check on all these shelves, all these little tiny ones, as well as this personally right here. All of these little tiny bottom shelves have made me a lot of money personally, just because they are very prone to spawn fuel, motors, and so on early wipe. So after you go ahead and check this back area, you're just going to go ahead and leave. That's really going to be the area. Unless you want to take the risk and go to any of the tech stores. I know, graphics card spawn, so on and so forth. They're very, very, how do you say? Oh man, I can't remember the word. They're very, we'll just say, tantalizing, or what, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know what the word is, but you know what I'm saying. There, it's a big risk reward, essentially, on that. So you can do it, you cannot. If you have some good, if you have like 3 or 4 nails in your gamma, or any pouch, why not? Go search for the gamma. You're gonna make money anyway. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to now go to reserve, and I'm going to show you the run that I'm probably going to be doing early wipe for the 12.6 wipe to make a little bit of money from hideout equipment itself. I will say going to reserve to do most of these hideout equipment runs is definitely going to be a little bit harder than it is on Interchange, seeing as how the fact that you probably don't have a red rebel right off the bat, unless you shot Woods Boss and got one right off the bat, which is very lucky, and it's probably very expensive. But with this map, you'll probably want to bring just the biggest rig you can possibly get, and a weapon, and your container, because you're not gonna really get as much as you possibly can out of this run as you would for the Interchange run. This is more of a run that will probably have less people and be a little bit slower than Interchange. So Interchange for the hideout equipment will definitely be a higher tier spot to go, but reserve will probably have a lot less players early wipe, seeing as how a lot of people will definitely be trying to complete their quests. So luckily we got a good spawn. What I would essentially do is I would just hit the tech building right here, the school, and then I would go right down to the bottom of the white pond building and run amok through all of the tunnel area. So the tunnel area is good for just about anything that is hideout related, to be honest, minus LEDXs, of course. But with these, what you'll do is you'll actually, I always get confused which door this is, so I just go to the next one. What you'll do is you'll go down here and you'll pretty much just go to the big cylindrical room. So what I personally do is I go down here and you can actually get a medical spawn there, which would be probably good for your Salewa quest. But what you'll do is you'll go down here as I run into a wall and you'll hit the big cylindrical room that's right through here and look through all the grates that they have in here, like the laid scaffolding, and you'll see down in like this area that they have helixes. Right now you could do 10 helixes for a Reap IR, which is pretty good. It's definitely you know, late game trader level, to be honest. But you can get water filters, you can get fuel, yep, fuel, helix. So that's 3 helixes, and I know you definitely need quite a few helixes. And I think last wipe helixes were going for about 45k. So right off the bat, you've already made about, I'd say 120, 135k just off this run right here with 4 items. That's not even including the fuel. So definitely a good place to check. And if you actually go into the next room right over here, you have intelligence spawns down there, and if you watch my full reserve video, you'll know everything about this area. So I definitely encourage you guys to watch that video so you can see all the runs that I personally do on Interchange. And I would check all these toolboxes. Toolboxes are going to be great for things that are needed for your hideout. Like, you can check this toolbox right here. That's also barter items, as well as like backpacks. But like this thermometer, I know at some point in time during the current wipe, was going for about 150k for a 2-slot. So say you got all those helixes and you got a gamma, you're looking at a pretty penny. If you have an alpha, still I'd take a helix out, put this in it, you're still looking at a pretty penny. So that's pretty much the only places I'm gonna really be running. There is one more spot which I'll go ahead and run over to really quick, and I'm gonna cut out the footage here. All right, so we came out the bottom of White Pond. We're actually gonna go straight to Queen/King, whatever you want to call it. This is technically the tech building with all the servers in it. There's 2 rooms that will spawn hideout loot that I personally check every single game that I play to see if I can get water filters and or helixes for the Reap IR trade. But you definitely want to check everything in here. Go ahead and check on top of this, and on this back wall you'll have spawns as well. And then you can get graphics cards and such in here, HDDs, see motors. All hideout stuff is going to be super valuable. The graphics cards are valuable for quests and such, but they're not going to be the most valuable thing. You'll go ahead and go up the stairs here, and you'll actually check this room right here. This is one of my favorite rooms without a key on this map. Personally, you can get water filters in here. You can get, I've got nails. And another big thing about this map is all the ammo that you can get from it. Absolutely amazing early wipe. Ammo is going to be a little expensive and definitely a little pricey. But if you have that BS or that BT, it's going to make that 545 definitely good. It's definitely good. And this room right here. So this is the 3rd floor. If you go up those stairs, it's the roof. But this is the 3rd floor, which will require you to come in either the main stairs or the stairs in the main server room. But it's this first door on your left. Always check in here. You get motors and water filters, so on and so forth, helixes. So definitely a good place to check. And that's it. Those are definitely what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to focus on all of that hideout loot that people are going to be needing. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. My name's Butter Something. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.